This is 5 on your side at 6. Focused on you.
First tonight, we start with a weather impact alert. Even though the rain to our north brought down temperatures a bit, the excessive heat warning remains. Thank you for being with us. I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Mike Bush. It's still hot and humid out there, and we can't rule out a spot storm. So let's begin with Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell.
Well, so far, Mike, this evening we haven't seen a whole lot on the radar screen. Not anticipating a whole lot of storminess this evening because earlier this morning, rain to our north put down a boundary which has gone down to our south. That scoured out that miserably moist air and left us with just more typical humidity across the region. That means the worst of the heat indices down to our south and southwest, where some spots again above 105 degrees. It should be back again tomorrow, at least through the day, aside from any thunderstorm chances. So the excessive heat warning continues for St. Louis until 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Again, it affects all of us, especially those that don't have effective cooling. Make sure you're staying hydrated, trying to spend some time in air conditioning. At least for this evening, it's not as bad as it would be had we not had that morning outflow come through St. Louis. We'll see you and talk about more storm chances for tomorrow.
New video released today shows the moments a gunman opened fire at a St. Louis school and how police responded to the attack at Central Visual and Performing Arts High School. The shooting in October of 2022 killed student Alexandria Bell and teacher Jean Kuchka. Others were shot and wounded while trying to escape. The gunman, Orlando Harris, a former student, was shot and killed by St. Louis police. We do want to warn you, the video is hard to watch. So here's what you will and will not see. In the video we will show in about 1 minute, you will see the gunman make his way through the school and police arriving. You will not see anyone being hurt. Tonight we have team coverage. Justina Cornell will join us in just a minute to explain how people can process what they're seeing. But first, Megan Kernan is here to take us through the timeline. Megan.
And ever since the shooting, parents have demanded answers. And so today, police released 2 videos showing an edited timeline of exactly what happened and body camera footage. It was just 14 minutes from the first 911 call until police located the gunman. But we do want to warn you, what you're about to see is difficult to watch. At 9:02 a.m., Orlando Harris pulls up to the side of the school on the sidewalk. At 9:08, Harris breaks a glass door and enters the school carrying a long gun. An unarmed security guard stationed inside the door sees the shooter and appears to use a radio to alert others in the building. In that same minute, Harris shoots multiple rounds into the gym and moves to the second floor. At 9:09, the first 911 call is made. You can see a security guard running up the stairs as Harris approached. At 9:11, St. Louis police are dispatched to the school.
There's an active shooter inside the gym, a black male, all black clothing. Shots fired in progress.
At 9:17, shots were fired in a room on the 3rd floor. A minute after, Harris drops something, pulls a fire alarm, and waits to see if students will come into the hallway.
Stay back! Stay back!
About 9:20, nearly a dozen officers arrive on the 3rd floor. About 3 minutes later, they locate the gunman. Then at 9:26, the video says suspect in custody. Major Janice Bachstruck says the actions of the unarmed security guards who were confronted by the suspect are true heroes.
What you do not see in the video is that they never left the building. They remained inside. They tracked the movements of the armed suspect. They radioed this information in, all the while alerting students and staff.
The second video, which is less than 3 minutes long, shows body cam footage of officers entering the school, run to the 3rd floor, and fire shots through locked library doors where the gunman was, eventually shooting and killing the former student. Now, we stopped the video there and chose not to show the rest out of respect for the families. It shows officers firing numerous shots with the long rifle. The suspect falls to the ground, and then the video blurs the body before it ends abruptly. Responding officers, students, and family members of student Alexandria Bell, teacher Jean Kuchka, and the suspect were given the chance to watch the videos before they were released.
Now, these disturbing videos may bring out many emotions, and tonight 2 mental health specialists explain how people can cope. Our Justina Cornell joins us in studio with those details. Justina.
Mike, the biggest message both mental health experts say everyone may react differently to the same exact videos. But they remind you, you always have the option to not watch, and there are resources available if you do.
So you might have a no reaction, you might have a delayed reaction, you might have an immediate reaction. Everybody's a little bit different.
An array of reactions could come from watching the video release of the 2022 CVPA shooting.
It's very possible that you have a lot of different reactions. Viewing painful material, seeing bad things happen to innocents is horrible.
Dr. Bart Andrews explains there are always options on the table. An agreement is Dr. Leslie Davis. Both advise before watching the video, ask yourself this question.
Looking at your why. Why do you want to watch this?
You might be asking yourself, what is the goal of this? What am I needing to accomplish? And there may be other ways to get that. At some point, there may be a transcription of what occurred. You may be able to read about it.
They say it's okay to opt out, especially if emotions are already at a high.
There is no reason to subject ourselves to painful experiences if there's nothing to be gained by it, right?
It's important to keep in mind that there could be what's called secondary trauma that happens when we rewatch information or when someone tells us of something that has been traumatic.
If you decide to watch, have a plan.
And you should be prepared to have someone to talk to after the viewing.
Emotions could come forward.
If you're getting heightened, if you're starting to notice that you're tearful or you're having anxiety, maybe your heart is racing, it could also show up as you're feeling angry about what you're watching.
If so, Dr. Davis recommends stopping.
Stopping yourself, breathing in through your nose and out with your mouth. Slowing down your heart rate, slowing down your pace, and deciding, do I want to continue watching this information?
Once finished, both doctors remind you you're not alone.
You always need to know who you can call on and who you can talk to if you're feeling unsafe.
Another reaction could be feeling nothing at all or numbness. Dr. Andrews said that's okay too. He said, though, to be mindful, emotions could be delayed and come days or weeks later.
And if you or someone you know needs to speak to a mental health professional, help is available right now. You can call 988 to speak to a trained counselor until 10:30 tonight. Teens can text B, the letter B, heard, at 31658.
This weekend is a good time to do that back-to-school shopping. Missouri's sales tax holiday is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That means you won't have to pay state and local sales tax on qualified items, such as school supplies, laptops, and clothes. There are several restrictions, though, on what you can buy and how much you can spend. We've posted a detailed list on KSTK.com. Look for this story under the As Seen on TV tab. Coming up, immigration, tax breaks, and the price of a ballpark hot dog. We verify claims made during a debate between Republicans running for Missouri governor.
Here's a look at tonight's Olympic primetime lineup, the men's all-around gymnastics final, and a big night for swimming with the women's 100-meter freestyle final. Plus, Katie Ledecky goes for the gold in the 1,500-meter freestyle. It all begins at 7 o'clock tonight following the Olympic Zone.